That's it. Perfect. Can you feel that transition? Well, yesterday you got stuck on lower body and always behind.
We're settling in, getting ready for Michigan and Iowa. That always has a special ring to it, and there'll be a lot of additional adrenaline flowing today.
Well, two of the oldest programs in the Big Ten, both dating back to the late 1800s, resume their rivalry at Kinnick Stadium here today. Of course, set aside what happened in Indianapolis just 6 games ago in the Big Ten championship game. The Hawks have actually won 5 of the last 8 and the last 4 in a row in this series here in Kinnick Stadium against the Michigan Wolverines. Certainly hope that continues as number 4 Michigan joins us here for the Big Ten home opener today inside Kinnick Stadium.
For the most part, and especially here at Kinnick, it has been a wild series, and you just never know what's going to happen. And I think it's become one of the top rivalries in the Big Ten. How does Iowa hang around and win this? Obviously, we'll talk about getting it into the fourth quarter. No big plays, got to win the turnover margin, and you just feel like that offense is going to have to put together some drives today.
Can't give them any easy scores. You know, there's a little bit of a bad taste in one's mouth after what happened last December, and I'm sure that was on the chalkboard this week.
And Drew Stevens ready to run up. He'll kick from the north end to the south end. Iowa, Michigan. Here we go.
The Heartland is brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
2nd down 6, Michigan at the Wolverine 29, just underway at Kinnick. In the gun is McCarthy. Hands the draw handoff. Good block over the left side. It'll be a 1st down across the 35. 2nd down. At least they got him 2nd and long. Corum straight through. Big hole, and he gets the 1st down, or very close to it. Michigan's first possession has been impressive. They run the draw handoff to Donovan Edwards. Stop and go move. Gets into the Iowa 2nd level. 23 scores, 18 touchdowns. Now they run a slot reverse and head to the end zone and scoring. Great blocking downfield is Ronnie Bell. 16 yards and the touchdown. And Michigan completes a 75-yard march in spectacular fashion. We get back to action. Petrus throws, caught. 40, 45-yard line. Up near midfield is Luke Lachey. Lachey ran a beautiful crossing route. Found a soft spot. Stopped, turned around, and the ball was there. Hawks on 2nd and long. Petrus on a play fake. Roll out right. Drops it off to tight end Laporta. He's got good yardage. Maybe a 1st down. Now they go empty. From the Michigan 42, Spencer needs to make a big play. Down the middle, overthrows the intended receiver, Sam Laporta. Now the Hawks get a couple 1st downs, but stall out at the 42-yard line. McCarthy to throw, completes a short flat route right side. And Wilson paid for it as Cooper DeJean come up and tattooed him. Their first Spahn and Rose hammer hit of the day.
Yeah, he timed that perfect.
2 wideouts to the short side of the field. Hawks showing blitz. Here comes Benson. McCarthy pitches to the outside, and a loss of maybe 2 or 3. Jack Campbell slid down the chalk line and waylaid Corum from the 34-yard line. 44-yard try. Kick is certainly long enough. It's on the way, and it is good. Just inside the left upright. Michigan with a 10-0 lead. Out of a tight eye, Petrus backs away, hands off to Caleb Johnson. Nice block, gets the corner turn, 50-yard line, now to the 46.
Yep,
and another flag.
It's going to be a chop block, I think.
This is the age we live in. Rod Moore, the defensive back, made the stop. Would have been a 9-yard gain.
Personal foul, clipping, offense number 77, 15-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
Just killers. They're going to have to rush this snap. Here it is. McCarthy back to pass. Retreats now, throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Great play down there by Sebastian Castro. Out of the hold of Robbins. Here's the snap, the spot, and the kick. Nearly blocked. Good effort by Cooper DeJean. First half is over. 13-0 Michigan.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and Iowa Corn Promotion Board. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeyes football.
Michigan holding on to a 13-0 lead. Again, a clean pocket for McCarthy. They run the draw handout. No, he keeps it. Rolls out to his left. Now throws on the run. Good blocking downfield. Another first down. In the gun. Low snap. He gathers it in. Hawks send a blitzing linebacker. McCarthy runs away from Campbell and throws a touchdown pass. Back of the end zone. Donovan Edwards. I mean, they may not win the football game. We got a whole quarter to do it. Down 20-0 to Michigan. Lines are down. Laporta goes in motion. Petrus going to throw on 3rd and short. Dumps it over the middle. Caught. Middle right to Potabom, the fullback. And Monty rumbles inside the 20. The Hawks are in the Case IH red zone. LaShawn Williams in the backfield at tailback. Here's the snap as the clock hits zeros. Spencer, good protection. Throws. Caught at the sideline. And driving for the goal line is Reganey. He's over. He's over the pylon. Well, they say he's out of bounds at the 3. The Hawkeyes think he scored end of the 3rd quarter, but the Hawks will have 1st and goal. So this is what you call power football. This is in-your-face football. Handoff to Johnson, gets to the outside. Touchdown, Iowa! Caleb Johnson. Michigan as much as conceded that touchdown. Caleb Johnson, who's run well all day long, waited for the seal block to occur, and he scoots into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Nice job. Take 2, baby. Come on.
Black and gold stripe day. The stripes are on their feet. Here's the snap. They run the draw. Handoff and stop at the line of scrimmage. Hawks had that play figured out from the get-go. One back, 2 tight ends. Petrus going to throw on 1st down. Lobs it upfield. Caught at midfield. Great catch. Still on his feet. Still going. Luke Lachey, I believe. Yes. What a catch. What a throw into heavy coverage. Trish to Lachey. And it is caught by Luke Lachey. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well,
touchdown for Luke Lachey.
Now we got our MVP.
Luke Lachey. Now they've raved about Luke all fall. Jim Harbaugh comes back to Iowa City, where he spent his early years. He hadn't had a win here in Iowa City. He got it today as Michigan defeats the Hawks 27-14.
So today we are at the National Memorial for Peace and Justice. It's a really good place. It looks like a lot of sculptures on it and a lot of recognition for the people that was lynched. So yeah, we're excited to see, and we'll show you what we can. Basically how the museum is, they have a ton of different sculpts and they're hanging, and the names of people are in there with the dates. And we're like, okay, what is all of this? And that's all the people that died in the different counties.
So in front of us, we'll see all the pillars that represent a lot of the counties in the South. And what you'll see names at the bottom with dates on it. This represents all the lynchings that happened in the United States.
The outdoor museum was even more eye-opening because they had like hanging tombstones for like all the slaves or Black individuals who had been lynched, and they were hanging from the ceiling. I don't know, it's just like an experience that you can only like take in once, I feel like, because it's so heavy and it takes time to like just understand like what you're experiencing and why you're experiencing it and what it means to you and how it's impacted your people over time.
And just to see the names that were listed there, how many names, and sometimes it would be a blank, like a line for the first name but a last name, and it's was symbolic of a child. that was lynched in this country. So to be able to see how many, how big it was, and to know that not even all the names or all the counties were captured, it kind of, gave us a reason to pause and reflect on where we've been in this country and also how far we've come. We had really good conversations with our student athletes about the past and how our past helped shapes who we are.
I'm not saying it goes on and on and on and on. It's like never ending.
Everyone should go to Montgomery, everyone should go to Selma, everyone should have access to these museums, and everyone needs to educate themselves to see that this is something that we all need to stop. It's not about one community, it's about all of the communities helping each other. And after seeing all the museums that we went through, all the testimonies, we realized it's not just a one-person thing. It's everyone. If not everyone is on the same boat, change is not gonna change. It's not gonna happen. And that's what we want. We want change to happen.
Most of the things that were led in the 60s in the South that led to some of the freedoms that we have today, they were student-led. If you think about the sit-ins, most of them were students. And so as I have this role as coach, and getting wins and losses, I also have the responsibility of teaching our student athletes about their past in order to forge on to a better future, but to let them know that change starts with them.
It's crazy, man.
History of the civil rights, a lot of the stuff that is necessary for change in our country. And if you're not exposed to that, you just, like I said, ignorance is kind of a privilege, and you just don't really take that into your own hands. I think the more you educate people, the more you expose them to new information, I think that will kind of increase the probability that they will try to make a difference.
I think, we have to always continue the conversation. I think that conversation, it has to always continue to be pushed forward. I think something I took away from one speaker that was out there, she said that the same things that happened in 1960, in 2020 when we had all the riots, she was seeing the same things. She was seeing the same exact things that were done to her, done to the people today. And I think that's something that kind of put into perspective. Like, we've came so far, but we still have so much more to go. And I think that's something that's a reason why we have to continue, pushing the initiative of DEI, continue pushing the initiative of just continue to push for change, to continue to fight for change, because we still have a lot more that we can do and a lot more to go, and that conversation has to always continue. It can't just happen when there's some major reaction to something that happens in our society. That conversation has to always be there, throughout any day and throughout any period. That conversation has to continue to be pushed through us.
Dear Hawkeye supporters, when I chose the University of Iowa as my new home, I had a vision of what it would be like. Today, in my final season, I can tell you that all the support I've received in my time here has exceeded all of my expectations. Iowa athletics truly is a family. My motivation as I pursue my 4th national title this season is more than just winning. Being a Hawkeye is about more than just me. When I'm in that circle, standing in the center of a sold-out Carver Hawkeye Arena, the best place in the whole world to wrestle, I might be one wrestler in the black and gold, but I know that I am representing an extended family. A family that has helped to provide me an opportunity to compete to the best of my ability. I am motivated by our record-setting fan base and by our generous donors who take our dreams and vision for what we want to achieve and make them a reality through their support. That's what builds a championship culture. Your support has put me in position to chase a 4th national title, and for that opportunity, I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to chase my dreams in the best environment that I could possibly imagine. Go Hawks.
As I said after the game, disappointed at the outcome certainly, but not the effort. I thought our guys gave good effort and competed hard, and coming off the field, I felt that way, and I think the tape verified that. So, you go back to the game, we knew going in that execution was going to be really paramount, and then taking advantage of any opportunities or creating opportunities, and play a team like that, the margin for wiggle room is pretty slim there. So, and then, obviously facing a big challenge this weekend, traveling on the road, night game again, and playing an Illinois team right now. It's playing really well. Basically, they're 3 points away from being undefeated and coming off a very impressive road win up in Madison. So, last week, just look at that game in itself. They played really good team football, complemented each other, took advantage of what the situations they did create, and got a really good road win there.
I feel like we're not far from being a team that can win out. I feel like we got a lot of little things we got to do a little better on, like our details and stuff. I feel like probably missed a couple runs that we could have got a little bit more out of. Probably a couple catches or anything just to kill drives, stuff like that on third down. I mean, just typical football mistakes, that a young team can make, and I feel like it's easily correctable. It's not nothing to really, harp over, but at the end of the day, it's football, and fans and everybody else expect us to make those plays, so we got to come out this week and make those plays.
I wouldn't call it a trap game. I mean, everybody, whoever we're playing that week gets our full focus. Like, it's always important to respect our opponent in every way, like all three phases of their team, special teams, defense, offense, they bring it on all phases.
And right now, whatever it is, 4 days left until kick, we have a 4-game season, right, or 4-day season right now. And it's a full-on sprint, and we just got to be dive in completely to our process and to trying to beat Illinois. And then we'll catch our breath next week, reassess, and figure out where we're at. But, totally it's full-on sprint towards this next game.
Yeah, right now we're just been focusing on one game at a time, though. Obviously last week's in the past, so right now we're just focused on Illinois. They have a tremendous team, tremendous players on the offensive side of the ball, so it'll be a challenge. But right now we're just focused on having a great week of preparation and great practices. And if we do that, we'll be able to go in there with confidence and be able to make the checks and the calls that we need to make to put up a fight.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,